Do you want me to stream on Discord?
No, you're good.
Okay. I may or may not. I've also saved up a whole bunch of stat boosting items just to use on my
It's your favorite character. Do what you want.
I do what I want.
Sounds about right, honestly. I would do that if I played gacha games.
I really wish. Touhou's here too. But she's even further down.
Honestly, I wouldn't care if it was multiplayer. Like I don't mind.
Oh yeah,
But
I don't know how this would work
they can't-
multiplayer because it's team-based or it's turn-based RPG.
Apparently, neither do most gacha developers. So
This isn't a gacha. These are like these specific items. So like for Momoji, I needed 2 Huskarl round shields, I think a sword, and then the Dream Soul of the Unforgiven.
this sounds like a turn-based RPG. Really,
Yeah.
I've seen multiplayer turn-based RPGs before.
I don't know. I just need a Chaos Fragment, Winged Monster accessory, and then Dream Souls of Paradise Yearning. To have 2 of those, though, to get into that.
Woo! Roll.
I also have an amber key, so let's go open up the amber chest.
Do you have? Yes, you do. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'll open 4 of these before I can.
Ooh, super credits.
Sunshades. Dream Soul Suffering.
Excuse you. You were not invited.
I'm sorry.
You were invited, John. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to automatons. Robots.
Big robot.
People who did not ask to be here. Just kind of showed up and expected to work. Like I do whenever I try to get a job.
Yeah. I too have been trying to get like part-time work. A little extra income would be nice.
Yep. Well.
But my boss said that I could, because our custodian's out, God only knows when he's going to come back, because he just had surgery and now he's having gallbladder surgery, like to get his gallbladder removed. So we have no idea when he's coming back. So my president was like, hey, if you need to stay late, here's our cleaning list that we need to get done every week. You can stay late.
Nice.
I'm like, cool. Alright.
That's genuinely kind of cool, honestly.
Wow. Okay, bye. Jesus Christ.
No super credits. Okay. Out we go.
My characters just got absolutely destroyed.
Alright, John, I need your help deciding.
Okay.
I can get of the I don't remember what they're called. What are these called? War bonds. Of the special war bonds I can get one that will help me farm super credits faster, or I can get one that I actually want. but there are 3 of those.
Oh. Well, out of the
So if I get the one that lets me farm credits faster, and I do want that one eventually, then I can get the other 3 faster, in theory.
Rabies by What's really cool about this Labyrinth of Touhou
What's that?
is there's a skill tree.
Nice.
Every character has a skill tree. I feel like I need to go back an area and start leveling.
Is this a medium or a... There's my light armor. Oh my gosh, that's so cool, actually. So of the war bonds that I'm considering, I want 4 of them, and if I get one of them first, then it'll help me get the rest of them. Hmm.
No, I didn't want to go here. That's okay though. No.
Medium armor pen on a pistol. That's crazy.
Okay.
I'm getting the one I want.
Everyone's dead.
Oh, my friends are dead.
Pretty much.
We're gonna try this one out. This one looks like it's flatter. It probably has less of those detector landmines. Actually, looks like there's more rocks here. Hold on. We'll try it.
Hey, the purple berries.
I eat it. The purple thing. What are the purple berries called, John?
Poison berries? Oh. Thank you for the follow, Koishi.
Koishi's always watching.
Koishi's always watching. Woo! That's a big bundle of butterfly. Oh, they're strong against winds. Oh, and I missed anyways. Cool. Very weak to that though.
Well, that was a terrible decision.
What do you get?
Whoa!
Oh?
Yeah, one of the enemies exploded into a ring of fire when it died. I fell into a ring of fire. I wonder if all of them
As
do
much
that.
as I like Johnny Cash, I was thinking, perfect. You have to go through the ring
I
of
haven't seen Finding
fire.
Nemo in so long. Genuinely, it's on my list because my family really liked it when it came out, and so it's on my list to like rewatch with my family, and I just haven't done it.
It is a good movie. There's a lot of movies I would like to. There's so many movies. Because there's a lot of movies I would love to rewatch, but there's also a lot of movies that I would like to watch that I've never seen.
Yeah, big time. Ouch.
I got all the crystals in this dungeon. Do these have nightmare crystals? This one doesn't. I'm always watching Wazowski. No. I also didn't get that chest in the center.
Oh, hey, this is interesting. That's why it's called a point of interest. Silly.
Well, that's a dead end. I don't know why I retreat. It costs more TP to retreat than it does to just beat the shit out of them.
But which one is easier?
I'm in like the very first dungeon, just going back and collecting shit that I've missed. So beating the shit out of them is just as easy.
Makes sense for me.
So take it. It's not my wallet. We were talking about that at work.
The SpongeBob episode?
Well, oh, there was one here. Well, I'm glad I continued. You would not believe how many people are like, this isn't my mail. Because it has the previous owner's name on it. But it also says current resident.
Yeah.
So we always like to quote, you live at this residence. Yes. You received your mail at this residence. Yes. Your residence is this residence. Yes. So you would say you are the current resident of this residence. Sounds good to me, so take it. It's not my mail.
Sounds about right. Not my mail.
It's not my mail.
Call me a traitor. Do it. I wasn't serious. I wasn't serious.
Sounded like they called your bluff.
They sure did.
Call me a traitor. I dare you. Wait.
I just barely got back in bounds as I died.
If I'm lucky. I want to be hit by a flying ice cream truck. And live! I can't believe I was followed by V Koishi. Have I made it?
By the Koishi is following you.
Koishi.
I think the other place that I was in was probably better. There's more super credits. There's more points of interest there. I'll do one more mission to see. Well, that's not going to work. One, two, buckle my shoe. 3,
I too
4.
was thinking about that.
Give me some more.
Cinco.
I thought you were saying it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes.
No, Cinco.
Go green!
Hey, yo. When you're playing with fire, when you have Momoji and Aya in the same party.
Hmm. Okay.
They fight like cats and dogs. Wait a minute. Aya's a bird!
Imagine being a bird. Couldn't be me.
Wouldn't be me.
What was that? It was absolutely nothing. Of course it was. Back in the direction that we need to be going. I think what we're going to do is we're going to drop by this guy, see if it's in any way important. It is. Okay, I'll come back for you. In the meantime, we've got somewhere else to be. Goodbye. Shoot! It's true, they all like to explode. Oh, that's dangerous.
Quick, keep talking, Zach.
Currently speaking about things like these fire troopers who will all explode if I even damage them a little bit, which is understandable because that makes this part a lot more difficult, and that's what they like to do because they are my opponents, or I guess in this case they're my enemies. Strong distinction, important distinction. Opponents and enemies are different people because your opponents can be your friends.
I don't know if it worked.
Are they? It didn't work? Or it did work?
I don't know if it worked. You kept talking, but
Okay.
I don't know if no one exploded.
Nobody exploded this time, so I'll say it's a success.
Alright, this is a deep cut. Right? Anytime someone says success, I think of Bill Nye the Science Guy, where he says, like, success! You know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember him saying it weird like that.
Oh, there's one that he says it really weird, and I think about it a lot.
Yeah. Oh man. Whatever. It's theirs now. I don't need it. Triple super credit mission, baby! Are you still following me?
World record, baby!
Aye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't want you to die, John.
Oh, I didn't hear the die part. I just heard the thank you.
Quadruple super credit mission, baby, dude. I'm fogging out.
Friggin' bots. Get out of here. No bots.
Bury them.
Hey, come on, Zach. For Super Earth.
In before Helldivers and League of Legends collab, where they have Super Earth. As if League of Legends would ever collab with anything.
Yeah, that's Tencent. They don't do anything fun. They just want money.
Correct. Another reason why. Ooh. Okay, so maybe this world is actually kind of good. Bye.
Way. Also,
Another reason why League of Legends. That was the end of that statement.
Also, I saw something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there's going to be Ruby gamer subs.
Well, they're doing something with the IP.
They've announced that they are working on the next one. I don't know how believable that is, but apparently they are working on it.
I will believe it when I sees it.
I will. Something dank memes, still beams.
Five super credit nodes, dude. Okay, this is really good, actually.
5 golden
Oh, hello.
nodes.
5 super credit nodes. Oh, I thought I killed you already. Sad day. This is what we call Ninja Vanish. I miss Ninjago.
Never watched Ninjago.
Your loss.
Yeah, some of the Lego stuff's pretty neat.
Honestly, a lot of it is, but like they didn't. If there was more of like humans then it would be a lot cooler. I think, like for example, the Monkey King one is really good. Like the animation is fantastic, the story is not bad, but because it's Monkey King, a lot of people don't really give it much time. And I've heard that the tiger one is good too, but again, it's furry bait.
They are coming out with apparently a Lego Ocarina of Time final fight.
That's strange. I don't remember the final fight of Ocarina of Time.
They killed my dog!
In Ocarina?
No, they killed me.
Excuse me. Ninjago's problem was just that it went on for way too long. It had like 9 seasons or something like that, and as is customary for things that go on for 9 seasons, it did not age very well. But like the first 2 or 3 seasons were fantastic, genuinely. Don't watch the movie though. It's only worth it for one scene, and I would say that's not worth it. There's only one scene that's good in the movie, and only one character.
Sorry to hear that.
As a Lego movie enthusiast, it did kind of suck, but we persist.
Found the thing I was looking for. I didn't mean to retreat. Never mind, I didn't find the thing I was looking for. God damn it!
Wow, Angie.
Also, that would have been nice to know. I could have skipped half of this dungeon.
Excuse me, how did you know I was here? Down, up, go. Stim. Down, left, down, up. No, I'm not gonna do that actually. Change my mind.
Up, down, left, right. Maybe start?
BA start, but close enough. Down, left, down, up, left. Extendo. Which rude. Anything here that has stims? No. I'll live at health for a little while. There's no punishment for it.
Ooh. That's crazy.
Ooh, a bunker. Strange. Weird place for a bunker, but I suppose we'll take it.
Which is a
Not
whole
even
arm of the
stingy.
Phoenix.
See ya, nerds. Bye. That was a whole lot of nothing, actually. We're going this way. Remember when I said bye? I meant bye. Isn't it over here? Yes, it was. There it is.
Oh. Okay. I didn't mean to defend. That's a wild rare enemy. Could not do enough damage. So I should like have people, more people in my party. Like they move, and that's the only one that wasn't in my party.
Nothing here. Move it.
Move it. Awoo. Mmm, so tasty. I'll never not make me laugh. It's an item and it's called so tasty steak. Obviously referencing Monster Hunter.
Yes, indeed. Fail. I need to go up as close to the wall as I can, and then out a little bit. There's a better way of doing this.
I had one of my favorite passives. If she gets a kill, she defeats an enemy, she has a chance of taking her turn again.
Nice.
So she's like,
That sounds pretty.
she's literally, and I shit you not, a physical sweeper.
I don't know what that means.
Pokemon.
Oh, I see. Did they patch this or something? I don't think they did. That was 2 weeks ago. I'm just getting wrong. Well, crap. Boo.
Oh, my audio's not working. That's not good.
Hi, Kitty.
Oh, there we go. Audio's working. Hi. How's it going?
That's a big group of enemies.
I'm farming for super credits, and John is playing a Touhou game.
I'm farming.
It's a farming stream.
The farming stream.
Although I have been looking for somebody to play Rabbit and Steel with.
Unfortunately, that will not be a tonight thing.
Unfortunate. I thought so.
It could be a tomorrow thing if certain things fall into place, but we'll see. Because today is day 7 of the game jam that ends on Sunday.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
And I'm also cutting myself a little bit early because Joe found a demo of a game he really, really wants to play. So at 8 o'clock, I'll be switching to that.
No.
What am I supposed to do today? Oh God. Okay. It's such a bizarre feeling. Waking up in the morning, clocking into work, looking at my to-do list for programming and going, ah, fuck. And then coming home, looking at my to-do list for programming and going, ah, fuck.
I'm a loser at home and a loser at work.
Yep. And both projects have very similar due dates. Game Jam ends on March 1st, and my self-inflicted deadline for the training simulator prototype is March 13th.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Granted, the simulator is actually coming along really nicely. It's the boat game that's not progressing as intended.
Oh no! I will say that it sounds like that was expected, though.
I mean, yes and no. Some of the things I was really worried was going to take a long time to prototype ended up working first or second try.
Nice.
But at the same time, as of yesterday, the only thing that works is the player controlling the boat and it feeling like a boat. The game loading what turrets are in the player's save and allowing the player to shoot all the turrets. and a main menu. There are no enemies. The enemies don't know how to fight. The enemies can spawn. Enemy wave spawning is not a thing. I still haven't put the control scheme in a way that players can inherently pick up and play, like a tutorial or a how to play screen. And there's no sounds. There are no sounds.
So you've got 4 days to do sounds, enemies, and a tutorial.
Sound, enemies, tutorial, and finally, this is the big one, actual ship customization. You still can't put the guns where you want. Which I think there's actually an easy way to do it. The issue being, I say easy. It's not really easy per se, but it is simpler than I thought it was going to be. The major challenge is I'm gonna have to look up how this works, but I need to implement a soft grid system so that the player doesn't put guns off the edge of the boat and it just floats in the air.
Yeah.
But other than that, I did also implement a mechanic to where if you're aiming the turrets somewhere and the turret might shoot yourself, it won't shoot. So good news, you can't kill yourself. But you also can't kill yourself because you don't have health yet, which is another thing I need to do.
Okay. Now we're starting to get into the maybe we won't finish territory.
Okay, I added health and damage to my to-do list. There we go. Now it's visible. Is there anything? Let me also notate tutorial somehow, someday.
Tutorial is an easy one. That's just a screen that says what the buttons are.
I'm honestly considering doing what old school games. I say old school games. I don't actually remember any games that do this, and I feel stupid for not remembering them. But some games will actually keep the control scheme permanently on screen in the bottom left-hand corner. I was thinking of maybe doing that. Because the controls are mostly intuitive, except for the braking. I added braking to the ship's movement mechanics. But I don't know what players like putting braking on, so I put it on left shift. So instead of shift to boost, it's shift to slow down. So I might need to make that clear. I also don't know if Joe has even seen the current version of the game, because ultimately this is for him.
Yeah.
But Alright, cool. I still have an hour to get set up. Oh, apparently Discord is they're saying delaying, but I think they're actually gonna do away with the age verification thing.
Believe it when I see it.
I believe it when I see it.
I know, right?
When they actually listen to their community, that has been huge on the whole anonymity thing that Discord provides, and everybody says it, and they finally listen. Then I'll be in it.
Yeah. The reason they're rolling it back, they claim at the very least, is that the third-party team that would have handled the collection and deletion of government IDs went against Discord's agreed-upon contract, so they backed out. But if I'm understanding the timeline correctly, this is the third company they backed out of.
Yes, because the thing is that level of information is too tempting for any company to not do, to not keep all. There's a reason why when they say, "Oh, it'll be deleted next day," nobody believes them, because no company has ever done that.
Yeah.
And no company will ever do. for long.
Yeah, we'll see about that. The thing is that even if they do have this whole do successfully like prove that they'll delete it in a after a day or so or whatever, or immediately, or it doesn't matter. How long until they change their mind? Like there's nothing holding them accountable after the fact.
Yeah.
This
Right.
whole system just sucks. Snapchat was the original. They were the ones who were like, we delete all of your pictures immediately after you take them, after 10 seconds or whatever. Guess how accurate that is? Guess how accurate it has ever been? Like, no, nobody ever does that.
It only deletes it from the people you share it with. That's it.
Yeah, they keep all that crap. They said it in a tweet. They were like, we see all of your pictures, right? In a freaking tweet.
Someone fire that social media manager. He let the government secrets out.
We break our own terms of service with you, right? Yeah, I guessed it because I wasn't one of the people who were sold by that. But
I only picked up Snapchat back in the day. People were like, "This is the only way to reach me," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
it's still that way for some people, which is insane. But you know how I feel about privacy. I could rant about it for hours. I haven't even scratched the surface.
I know, right?
This is just Discord. Like, I'm upset because Discord is like in their terms of service. I have read it through every revision. It always says your anonymity is important. Like it's in the terms of service. It's the reason why I use Discord. There's no possible way for you to send someone's information somewhere and it not to be anonymous. It's just not possible. Do it yourself and do it without AI, because again, that temptation is too strong. Or B, don't do it. It doesn't need to happen. I get why they want to, because of the whole like, oh, you have to be a certain age to be on the internet thing that a lot of countries are doing. But like, you don't need to prove that. Like,
well, and it's not.
The thing is,
It shouldn't be our job because parents don't want to control their children. Like they just don't. They just want to put a tablet in front of them and leave them alone. Like
the thing is
my counter is more so who is owning the responsibility of doing age verification. I don't think the websites themselves should be the target, because at the end of the day, the websites themselves are hosted by 1 to 1,000 people, and not all of those people have time to verify that stuff or set up good systems to make sure it doesn't get bypassed. It should be it should be installed at the ISP level, because then that information can't actually get out. It is actually stayed onto the hardware. Like, there are easier ways to do this. They just are choosing the most obvious way, and the most obvious way is actually the most difficult to enforce.
alright, but like, hear me out. Parents.
yes, but that's not something we can enforce on the internet. And I agree with the fact of like, hey, kids should not be on the internet. I've been saying this since the internet came out. Like when I was a kid, I said this.
Yes, you're right. There is no way to enforce it. It shouldn't be the government's job to make sure parents doing their fucking job.
Yes, but it is, unfortunately, the way that things are. It should not
That's
be
why
that
we should advocate for things that we can control and can influence, because we can influence how companies behave, and we can
I think
enforce
border
government
control
legislature.
and enforcement is not the right way to go. Because
Normally, I'm with you.
at some point we're just going to back ourselves into a wall, and there's nothing we can do about it without just flipping this board.
Normally, I'm with you, John, but in the case of parents, when you get people involved that are just not very smart, it's just not gonna, like, there's nothing we can do about it as people. It's the reason why the Electoral College exists. And I don't know, that's a whole other controversial topic, but like, that's the reason why it exists, is because of stupid people who don't have their own best interest or the best interest of society in mind.
I'm eating bread. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone, I'm eating my bread.
I'm eating bread. Leave me alone.
My bread!
It increases the experience I gain from battles. And money.
I thought you were gonna stop at increases the experience I gain. Like, eating my bread in real life just gives me experience, and that's why I love to eat bread.
God, I wish.
Gives me a great experience.
Like, imagine being able to level up in real life.
You can, it just doesn't look the same way. There's no special number value that goes up, which means our dopamine response doesn't trigger.
This is help your bank account.
That's not a good way to measure your level up. That's not a healthy way to measure your
Not a
level up, I
healthy
should
way.
say.
You ever just go on YouTube and the first video on your homepage just makes you go, that's really fucking niche? Ranking
mister.
every Kingsfield and Shadow Tower game.
Oh,
people
yeah.
even know what those are?
Well, the thing is that those kinds of videos, those niche videos, are coming up a lot recently. I don't know why.
YouTube
it-
updated their algorithm at the last quarter of last year to boost new videos. Some streamers actually did figure out how it works, kind of. And I say kind of because it's not definitive. But essentially, along with, high view, definitely your cup of tea videos that YouTube serves you on your homepage, it'll occasionally shoot a low viewed video with some tags that relate to your interests. Sometimes these have no views. Sometimes these have a couple thousand views. But if it has less than 1.5 thousand views, then you have been selected to test if this video has a thumbnail that catches your attention. If you click on it, YouTube will then measure how long you watch it to dictate if it is an interesting or quote-unquote good video. If you click away, it'll notate that and test a few other people, and that will either increase its recommendations to other people, or it will stop it cold in its tracks. If you see a video with 1.5k views and that's it, then it didn't pass the test. 1.5k or lower is you didn't pass the are you interesting test. If it has more than that, then it passed the this video gets clicked on test and the people are actually watching this video test.
Yeah.
Which is a really interesting way to do this algorithm, if true. And speaking from what my own content has been like as of late, it seems that that test is valid. Because if you have an interesting opening to your video, shorts or long form, doesn't matter, they tend to do better than videos that just kind of cold open on whatever the hell the video's about.
Interesting.
Yeah.
At what point do you think they'll just get the algorithm right and say it's finished?
Never.
Never. Because saying that a process has been perfected is frowned upon in every industry, because that leaves the potential for non-conformances to rise up and never be addressed.
I would agree with you, if not for Steam.
Steam always adjusts their algorithm, though.
The algorithm?
Yeah. It gets tweaked.
It doesn't seem like it. I don't know for sure. It just doesn't seem like it changes.
It probably
Nothing
doesn't seem like it because it's always recommending new things pretty quickly. But
Yeah.
there are some back-end things that change, especially when, trends occur. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a recent example, but I don't think I've actually researched this topic in the past year and a half. But they did tweak their algorithm at one point back when, I remember now, back when they had developer live streams be a more common thing with game store pages.
Right.
They would actually they should tweak their algorithm to account for if the developer was live, and they would recommend it more if the developer was live.
Mm-hmm.
I think nowadays that's only true if it's part of an event like Steam Next Fest, for example.
Yeah.
We'll do it live.
By the way, Radical Fish's next game, Alabaster Dawn, is going to be on Steam Next Fest.
Nice.
Just so you guys know,
Very neat.
one of the best game developers ever is going to be there.
Now playable through March 2nd. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Good to know.
Gotcha. What was I doing? Oh, right. Sorry, I love discussing algorithms.
Algorithm. Yeah.
Like, in general. Because, okay, first of all, I had to research this stuff to understand how to help grow my channel. So it's good research.
Yeah.
But secondly, for my training simulator, I had to write really, really complex algorithms just to do very basic stuff that the end user won't notice.
Fascinating.
And it really just makes me go, man, I wish I was better at coming up with this stuff, because it's super fascinating and I'd like to make it more efficient. I just don't have the skill set right now.
Man, I'm dead.
Like, I think I told John this. I don't remember if I've told you this, but if you try to capture my algorithm just for generating one label's worth of information that the user can see in like a blink, you can't fit the algorithm on the screen. It is actually ridiculous how complicated that got. Actually, I have time. I could probably grab my laptop real quick and just try to screenshot it. Let me just finish setting up this post. Oh, John, small update on the Twitter stuff. I now have a different kind of spammer addressing me.
Oh, fine.
SEOs. Are you familiar? They are basically people whose job it is to research trending tags and help cater your content to whatever algorithm is used for the platform you're posting your content on. And I've had, I think, 3 or 4 of them reach out to me. Some of them just saying simple stuff like, oh, I know how to boost your channel, contact me, follow me so I can DM you, kind of stuff. One guy said, hit up my inbox, and attached a video of a supposed testimonial from one of his clients. But it's just a video of the guy in a car driving down the road while recording himself and saying like, yeah, so-and-so company came in and boosted my subscriber count, boosted my viewer count. I highly recommend their services. Thank you. And then he closes the video. That's it. I don't see the channel name. I don't hear the channel name. I don't see the statistics. I just hear this guy say, yeah, they're great. For all I know, that could be the guy reaching out to me.
Yep.
Gotta use everyone's favorite ability, Rabies Bite.
Rabies bite?
Yeah.
Everybody loves rabies. That's what John just said.
That's what John just said.
No, I said everyone's favorite ability. And then I named a very specific ability. I didn't say everyone's favorite.
Sounded like you said everybody loves rabies to me.
That's what it sounded like to me too.
If anything, everyone loves Raven.
Aha! Niche.
Is that the Chris Rock one? Or is that when everybody hates Chris?
I think it's everyone hates Chris.
That's everyone.
Right, because Raymond is a white guy.
Yep.
Okay, let's just schedule. Let me go grab my laptop real quick.
Everybody hates Chris. It's one of the coolest things that I've heard about a TV show was Terry Crews portraying Chris Rock's dad. and Chris Rock literally had to call him and be like, "You're doing a fantastic job." Like literally.
That's
like,
really cool.
He called Terry Crews up and he's like, "Oh," and he's like, "Don't stop what you're doing. You're doing a wonderful job. And you're doing it justice." Because I'm pretty sure his dad's dead.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, small update, one for John, one for Zach. John, I got raided 3 days ago.
Yo!
Another game developer streamer named Ursa Sky raided me with a party of about 3 to 5 people, and they all dropped chats, and it was super cool. I was just like stunned. I was like, "Oh, thank you. Oh my god, what do I say to this?"
You gotta do your elevator pitch. You know what I'm talking about?
Like, what am I doing and how to watch my streams? Or,
No.
like, I'm confused.
Your elevator pitch is who you are and what you do.
Oh, I guess I kind of did that. I accidentally. All I said was, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. I'm currently participating in a game jam, and I'm making a boat game based on this." And that's... I just thanked them a lot, and they chatted for a few minutes.
The name of this game that you're trying to recreate.
I haven't?
Nope.
It's a really obscure game. Like, when Joe told me about it, I was like, "What are you talking about?" But it's a game from 2003 called Naval Ops Warship Gunner.
Naval Ops Warship Gunner.
Yeah. When I say it's niche, it is one of the few PS2 games that I've ever seen that isn't... It doesn't work on emulators yet.
Whoa!
Like, no one's worked on it.
That is niche.
Yeah, that is very niche, actually.
Like, when he showed me like the cover art, and I saw like a thumbnail for the gameplay, I was like, "This looks fairly generic." And then I watched the gameplay, and I'm like, "Oh, it's actually kind of arcadey. That's kind of neat." And then the YouTuber who was playing through it showed the ship customization screen, and I was like, "Oh no." But it looks like a really cool game. I was originally supposed to go to Joe's house one week to at least play it for a couple hours just to get a feel for it.
Yeah.
But Joe wasn't done cleaning up the construction at his house yet, so.
Yeah.
Construction worker Joe.
And then the update for Zach. I still haven't asked my boss if he told our site manager that I'm working on this simulator, but I can confirm that he definitely probably has not done so. Because the site manager will ask me questions that has nothing to do with the simulator. And it's always about like really, really mundane things. So he definitely hasn't told him that I started working on it or where I'm at with it. And I've been sending a digital PDF report every day about what I've done. So he's definitely not sharing that either.
Yeah.
Document. I don't know how kind your boss is, but document. Fucking
Yeah, that's what I said too. He's been on it. Casey's super thorough.
I have a PDF with dates and what I did that day, so it's all good. Okay, so first thing I need to do is I need to grab a screenshot of what information is generated each time. Luckily, I added a grabbing mechanic, so that's easy to screenshot for. Oh shoot! What? No! I forgot. For testing purposes, I shortened how long a quote-unquote shift is, so it ended before I took the screenshot.
Womp womp.
Okay, set this back to 0. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, that's a way better example, actually, of what I need to generate each time. Okay, so we'll get a screenshot of the label.
Very distant.
And now we need a screenshot of at least some of the algorithm. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom out to the max. Right?
Bugging to the max.
I'm going to hide the debug panels, which I'm probably gonna regret since I don't remember if I know how to pull those back up, but that's okay. We can figure that out tomorrow.
When you're at work.
Yeah, at least I'll get paid for doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Okay.
exactly what I mean.
Let's slide this algorithm down just a little bit so that way I can get as much of this viewable as possible.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
Slide to the right.
One hop this time.
Beep,
One hop this time.
Okay,
beep, beep.
screenshot all of that. Good news, I got 90% of the algorithm on one screenshot. Bad news, I could only get 90% of the algorithm on one screenshot. Okay, I'm just waiting for Discord to load up on the laptop now.
Good crop movement.
I actually saw an ad for the Google Pixel using the cha-cha slide as like the backing track, and it was like slide to the left, and it like a guy slid to the left to get closer to somebody, slide to the right, the other person slides closer, freeze, everybody clap your hands, and then they take the photo, and I'm like, what is this? Okay, I'll throw this in the moment. So I'll put some tags here so we're not. Where's File Explorer? Did I accidentally unpin that? That's wild. Let's repin that.
A mighty need for food.
Okay. So here's the. What are you doing, Discord? There we go. So here's the label. That's the information I'm generating.
No! They retreated.
And there's the algorithm.
Just a second, Casey. I'm in the middle of a firefight, and I'll have a look.
You're all good. Take your time. It's nothing urgent.
Another deep pick. Anytime someone says firefight, I think of
Halo 3 ODST Firefight. Just kidding.
the Boondock Saints.
Oh wow, they're very different thing.
Yes, it is.
I was thinking the Wii
You
were thinking what?
Blazing Angels, the Wii game.
Never.
Blazing Angels. Do I know this one? Blazing
It's,
Angels. Oh! I've never played the Wii version, but I played the arcade cabinet.
Fascinating.
There was a
I forgot.
firefight.
Is this right? Yes, this is correct. Now we go. Continue off in this direction. Probably the way.
I'm going this way, man.
I'm going this way, man.
Man.
Whoop.
Whoa, man.
Me when I see a girl on the street.
How you doing, man?
Woman.
Whoa, man.
Or I guess in the case of something that John and I would know, lady.
Lays.
Oh, that was a completely different one. I was talking about Wander Over Yonder, but yeah, Patty also does that.
Oh, I was thinking of Chowder.
Yeah, that one too. I wonder. I haven't looked this up yet. I should have already looked this up. Did the creators of Chowder have anything to do with the creators of Wander Over Yonder?
Creators of Chowder and Wander Over Yonder.
Ladies.
Chowder was created by Carl Harvey Greenblatt, known for his work on SpongeBob SquarePants, and Wander Over Yonder was created by Craig McCracken, also known for the Powerpuff Girls and Frosted Snowman for Imaginary Friends. It doesn't seem like it. Hold on, I'm reading an article now.
I love how that voice actor would say squats. He very insinuates the U. Squats.
It seems like McCracken left Cartoon Network before that era of Cartoon Network started with Chowder.
Well, yeah,
Fascinating.
They canceled his show for a show that got canceled immediately and didn't bring his show back.
Yeah, it's also his only work in on Disney was Wander Over Yonder, which also, yeah, that shouldn't have been canceled.
One had an ending.
Huh?
Wander Over Yonder had an ending. It wasn't. I don't know if it was canceled or not, but it had an ending. That's what matters to me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
Wander Over Yonder.
In fact, I'm pretty sure it got its full run.
Dude, Zach! Guess what I learned today?
What's that?
Aaron Hansen of Game Grumps?
Yep.
He voiced
Who's that
King's dad in Owl House. You know,
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing Aaron Hansen in the credits when that came out.
I thought that because they did a 10-minute power hour today, and it was how well do you know your best friend? And you know it's Aaron and Dan. And,
Yeah.
So that was one of the questions was what voice acting roles did Aaron have? And Dan was like, well, I don't fucking know.
I don't know what he does for a living outside of Game Grumps.
So I'm like, what voice acting roles did Aaron have? And that was one of them. Was he voiced?
Yeah, he has a lot of really cool ones.
Yeah, Papa Titan was the name.
So, Wander Over Yonder was planned to have a third season by McCracken, but Disney executives saw low viewership for the second season and decided to cancel it.
Pants.
Yeah. Disney can eat my.
This is why I pirate things.
Granted, evidently it got full 82 episodes.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. What's up?
This is what algorithms look like.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, you're talking about the picture. Sorry. Switching gears. Yeah.
My mission, so I could actually.
Yeah, the three pink on the left, the third one's kind of tucked away. But they generate the information, and the blue algorithm on the right makes sure that information gets put on the label, and the red algorithm randomly determines if there's something wrong with the label and how to calculate what's wrong with it.
So anyways, it started blasting.
Sounds complex and interesting.
Yes.
One of those things.
The red algorithm is also not done, technically speaking. Granted, I don't have to finish it to deliver this prototype. That's the good news. The bad news is if the prototype does get like greenlit, it's going to be a lot of work to get the rest of the defect algorithm up and running correctly. But that's a problem for future, Casey.
It's also not really a problem because you're getting paid for it.
It's just going to cause headaches. That's it. Like, I'll get paid for it. It's just going to be headaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my coworkers actually like walked over. I think it was today or yesterday. I honestly can't remember. I didn't do much today, if I'm being honest, so it felt like a blur.
Mm.
And he was like, "How is it going? Like, how's it coming along?" I'm like, "Oh, it's pretty good. It's just kind of frustrating that you can't really see much progress visually if you're just interacting with the software." And he goes, "What do you mean?" And I go, "Well, I spent my first 3 days working on this," and I showed him that algorithm. And he goes, "And what does that do?" And I go, "It generates the TO, that label on the part." And he goes, "All of that? For that?" And I go, "Yeah." And I highlighted like a small section and I said, "All of that is just for the first 3 digits of one of those numbers." And he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that."
I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, that's
Sorry
programming.
for your loss.
That's programming. Most of the actual work is the invisible stuff the player will hopefully never see.
Breaking
Sounds
news.
about right.
Although I will say, doing all this algorithm work has me like... My inner hype man is like, you can make a looter shooter using algorithm stuff like this, which you learned about. And I'm like,
Not yet.
not yet. Not
One
yet.
day.
We are not there yet. Like, I still don't know how to do status ailments, let alone algorithms for loot generation.
One day you're gonna work on Div 4, but until then,
4 would be insane.
Whips out the spray bottle. No!
patience, young man.
There will be patience in my presence.
Patience, young Midori.
Now eat my hair.
Gross.
That's just how my hero starts.
That's literally how it starts.
By the end of episode 2, Midoriya has met his childhood hero in person, and the man turns to him and says, "You've worked really hard to become the man you are today. Here, eat my hair. You will get superpowers from it." When I saw that, I thought for sure my hero would like fall off the mainstream radar, because most of the Western audience is not privy to weird like that. Thankfully, it stopped doing that weird stuff almost immediately after that, which was bizarre. So it recovered, obviously. It's now one of the top viewed anime of all time.
Yeah.
I find it deeply hilarious that that the original Dragon Ball is making a comeback.
Why?
I don't know.
I kind of wonder if it's because Dragon Ball's going through another content drought, so people are rewatching the shows again.
Well, it's not like
Because
isn't
I've seen-
content, it's just there isn't.
There's no new content.
Well, no, there's like 2 whole arcs in the manga that aren't animated.
In the manga, keyword manga, the mainstream don't care about that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's not content to animate. You just gotta wait for Toei's slow ass. But once they
Yeah,
animate
and that's
that,
what the mainstream is. That's what I mean by content drought. The mainstream audience don't see that, so they
See,
don't have anything to
what
go
I'm
off
getting
of, so
at,
they
if
go
you
back
let
and
me
watch the
finish,
mainstream.
Please,
Okay.
is there is not going to be any new Dragon Ball anymore. Period.
What do you mean?
Akira Toriyama's dead.
They said they're going to continue without him.
They're idiots.
Even the manga?
He literally mentored someone so that could happen.
I don't.
And he's the one who's making the Dragon Ball Super manga. He's been doing the Dragon Ball Super manga with only supervision from Akira Toriyama since the start.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna end well.
There's potential, because as much as I love Akira Toriyama's work, his work definitely got homogenized by himself toward the end of Dragon Ball Z's run.
I'm trying to figure out how to get this chest.
But I say that people are like going back and watching stuff because there's no new content yet. Because I've seen people go, guys, I think GT might low-key be good. And no, it's not.
Murder that man.
I can assure you, the only reason people like GT is because of the baby arc and the last 2 episodes. That's it. Everything else is pretty bad.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, baby Vegeta. We love baby Vegeta.
I mean, when you're going through the first half of GT and then something mildly interesting suddenly happens, of course people are gonna love it more than they probably should have.
You ready for my
Especially
my
since the
sin?
baby arc actually felt like Dragon Ball Z for the first time in that show.
I had the Dragon Ball GT movie.
Movie? Sure.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Dragon Ball GT movie. Oh, the post-ending movie. Okay. I didn't realize that was a movie. I thought that was just a special.
Yeah. It was bad.
Yeah, Toei did state that they do want to lean more into the movie direction of Dragon Ball moving forward, which I think is actually a good idea, considering that the Dragon Ball Super movies were well received, and the Dragon Ball Super TV show was, it was okay. It was aight.
I like Dragon Ball Super. It was no Dragon Ball Z, but I mean, like, you also gotta think, how much is that is nostalgia glasses? Like,
That's my
I mean,
thing.
for me personally, the Dragon Ball Super movies were really good because all the hype was contained in less than 2 hours. Whereas the show tries to drag its hype out quite a bit, and that kind of takes away some of the energy that the movies brought to the table. So Dragon Ball moving in a movie direction doesn't bother me as much. Especially since Dragon Ball Super Heroes turned out really good for being an experimental step forward for the franchise, being the first ever CG movie for Dragon Ball. And the art team absolutely killed it, that movie.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. How do I get?
How do I get?
How do I get?
How did we get here?
Why are we here?
I'm so stupid. I forgot we were in the streaming booth, and so I opened up your live stream, and I'm like, oh, he's live.
You sure is, Casey?
He sure is.
Live for the past hour and a half.
We need to change the color of the streaming recording booth somehow.
Nah, you just need to read.
No, I'm with Casey. I think it'd be really cool to change the color of
Of channels.
channels. Yeah, that'd be actually really cool.
I wonder if there is a way, and we just haven't. Hold on, I'm gonna try it in the Toku Binge group.
Yeah, it's like
No, I don't
Maybe
think
there's a way.
I can't edit the channel. I don't have the perms.
I don't believe it's there yet, but I guess I haven't checked in a a little bit.
Okay, I checked the one server I do have privileges in, and no, you cannot.
Yeah. I'm sure it's on its way, but
God, I hope so. That'd be such a really
after they
helpful
get over this
feature.
whole stupid AI age verification thing, then they'll just go back to making Discord great again.
Dude, I was on Twitter yesterday, and a VTuber got age verified with her VR chat model.
Insane. Absolutely insane.
See,
It was incredible.
I know we talk about like, yeah, that'd be a really cool feature, but recent Discord decisions, it's probably going to be a Nitro only feature.
Oh, for sure.
I would still accept that, like a boosted server being able to do that. The thing is that I want to have Nitro. I want to spend money on Discord, but it's just not worth it for me right now. And especially with eventually how I'm not going to have YouTube Premium as a monthly expense, I'm going to have $10 to spend.
I would wait.
So.
I have other things that I'd rather spend money on than Discord Nitro.
That's fine. Like that's why I like it as a system. You're allowed. It's not strictly necessary for for everybody to have. It's just like those who can afford it, and those who can't, and that's okay. Once it starts becoming like using it without Nitro becomes like genuinely worse or bad, like that's when I have to worry. But like as it stands, go off, man. It's almost worth it for me. It's not quite there yet, but I'm excited for the day that it is.
I found a Moonlight Necromancer.
That's me.
Did you say a Moonlight Necromancer?
Yeah.
You mean a furry?
No,
That's
me.
I think that's a reference that neither of you would get.
Please,
Have you ever read Morningwood?
Nope.
Why does that sound familiar in a way that concerns me?
Everyone loves large chests.
Oh,
Everyone doesn't love life.
that's why. I listened to the first book in full, and then the half of the second book, and
Yeah,
a
that's
certain
how
scene
I
came
got-
up in a drive-through, and I couldn't do it.
Yep.
Every once in a while I remember it, and I go, maybe I should give it a fair shake, and then I just remember that scene and remember how long it was, and I just tell myself no.
You did give it a fair shake. You read a whole book. Like, that was my thing. It was like, the same thing happened to me, where I was like, I went through the first book, and I was like, okay, this is a cool concept. Maybe I will be able to handle this raunchiness or whatever. And then the second book, there's a rape scene, and I'm like, no, actually.
Yeah,
Let's
the
go
hate
back.
fucking
I'm
scene.
good.
That hate fucking scene sure was. And the
It's
fact
not
that
something that I want to listen to.
and what really tipped me over the edge was, you know, a good writer can imply something and the reader can fill in the blank. Regardless of what is being portrayed, as long as that's what's going on, that's good writing in my opinion.
Yeah.
They then have the main character call up a demon to get a play-by-play of what's happening in front of him to get an answer of what's actually happening. And that's one of the big reasons that I was just like, I can't. If they're going to actually have this content and then take the time to explain the joke, I'm good.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because, like you said, it was a really interesting premise. And throughout the first book, it didn't really go over the edge. It was dancing on a really fine line. It just decided to bury that line in gasoline and dance in the fire instead.
It could have been He Who Fights before He Who Fights. It was not that.
It was not that.
Me and my issues with He Who Fights Monsters.
Most of my issues are relegated to either running themes or a particular arc. So overall, I'm still satisfied with the series.
I still haven't finished it.
I think the next book comes out pretty soon here, and I'm not even sure if I'm caught up.
Nope. The next book has no announcement date.
I thought it did.
If it does, we haven't heard it.
Hold on, I gotta scroll past the books Kaylee recommended me.
Yeah, like book 12's the last book, and that came out over a year ago.
Book 12 is the last book. Hold on. I don't think I've listened to book 12.
Oh, wow.
Almost over a year ago.
I can make it past book 6. Like, I tried 2 times, and both times I just...
Well, okay,
I ended up stopping.
I hate the Earth part.
Oh, I did read book 12. Okay.
Like, when he goes
I didn't
back to
hate it,
Earth,
but it
I
certainly
hate
was
it.
subpar. It was subpar.
Well, it's... Hey, here's all this character progression that Jason had. Alright, it's gone. And it's gone.
Yeah, and in a way, it's like I can see where that's good because like you're healing from PTSD, and that's a good thing. But like in many other ways, they just kind of ignored a lot of really cool concepts for the entirety of Earth.
Yeah. Or and another thing, it's like, and they use that. It's like, oh well, he has PTSD. Well, in your timeline, that was 15 to 20 years ago. And you're just gonna be like, oh, well, he's an asshole because he has PTSD.
Well, no, by the end of the Earth arc, he's healed. That was the whole thing.
Oh, no, he's not healed.
He's not healed. He certainly
He's
got
very
over
much not
some of it, but he was definitely not okay playing that.
Yeah.
I see.
Like, and again, more reasons why I didn't like the Fights of Monsters at the end there. Like, the first 3 books were awesome. I loved them. Books 7, 8, and 9, where they're in that city. Okay. They're alright. We get to see more of the world, and that's really cool. Jason's going a little
Oh, you're
overboard.
talking about the Storm Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason's going a little overboard. And then, they kind of hype it up like, oh, we're going to go back to the norm. We're going to go enjoy this stuff, We're going to go back to He Who Fights with Monsters, just idiots questing. No.
It doesn't sound like there's an end in sight. That's really unfortunate.
No. I mean, the author himself has kind of stated that he hasn't really figured out the ending, if Kenny's words are to be believed, because Kenny actually follows his blog.
You know how I feel about things that don't have endings.
Yeah. I'm still thinking about how on the 20th anniversary of One Piece, the author proudly said we're halfway through the story.
Well, apparently they're actually going to speed it up.
God, I hope so. 40 years to tell one story is a long time.
One Piece isn't 40 years old, PC. It's not...
No. My point being that at the 20th anniversary, they said they're halfway there, and I'm like, how can you be halfway through?
I mean, we joke about that, but like... Naruto Shippuden's like 900 episodes.
That's also unacceptable. Like, neither of these things are good.
In fairness, Naruto's suffering from success. They have to keep it going.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
In their opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can say in their opinion.
I do want to go watch Boruto. Because I heard, like... A lot of the stuff...
That it gets better.
Like, yeah, a lot of the stuff that I had issues with Boruto, they kind of fixed.
That honestly, like a reboot series is good. Like that's okay. There's no issues there. But like one story, 9 seasons? Nah, man.
Are you gonna tell him, John, or am I gonna have to tell him?
Yeah, no, it kind of doesn't get rebooted. It kind of just goes...
Boruto is not a reboot, it's a sequel.
Is it a different story though?
Well, it's the story of his son.
Yeah, that's a different story.
So, but like,
If the fan base is to be believed, the story kind of goes back to the original characters, though.
yeah.
So,
Well, because, you know, the way they were doing it poorly.
Doing it and doing it and doing it bad.
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm scrolling through my Google Photos because Google sent me a notification that I'm reaching my storage limit. And I forgot that I had a photo of my CDC card because that was a requirement for work.
Mhm.
The vaccine card.
Alright, I'm gonna go beat up a cat now. But
I don't know where to begin with this. Do you guys care about Magic the Gathering at all?
no.
Kinda. Yes.
My friend and a couple of friends of mine, like really old friends of mine, were doing a Magic the Gathering progression tournament kind of thing, where you start at the beginning of like the first set Magic ever produced. You do a tournament, like you open a box of that, then you do a tournament. Then you go to the second set and you open a box, and then you do a tournament with all the cards that you've opened so far. And then you go to the third set and so on and so forth. And the person who gets last place in each tournament gets to ban a card.
Mm.
And if you don't know anything about Magic, early Magic has wildly strange power dynamics. Like there's some cards that are just like they were good at the time, but like they're really, really bad now. And there's some that are so freaking good that they're banned in most formats now. Like that's the wildly different thing for early Magic. For the set that we were in, one of the best cards of all time, Force of Will, was printed in this set. And we've only had it for one set. And the dude who's in last place, he was talking about, maybe I'll ban it. And then the dude who opened 4 of them was like, but it's good. It'll be healthy for the format later on. And he was like, yeah, you're right. And they're talking about it. And then he lost his game today and like actually got in last place. And he was like, the first thing he puts in the chat is Force of Will is banned. So that's how his game is going. And honestly, like, good. Force of Will is an annoying card, and maybe one day it will be a good idea to unban it. But for now, 0 mana counterspells are not necessary. They never have been.
No.
Well, not that powerful of one. There's a couple of 0 mana 4 counterspells that I'm okay with, but like that one is not.
Oh, John. The other day, when waiting to prepare for a stream, I finished watching Gundam G-Quux. Because I was actually apparently only 4 episodes away from finishing it. Do you care about spoilers?
I don't care about Gundam.
Okay. You can definitely tell it was written and directed by Hideaki Anno. Jesus Christ, that ending. What the hell was that? Just for your entertainment's sake, Zach. Gundam G-Quux is an alternate history sequel to the original Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
In which, instead of the Earth Federation winning the war, the Zeon, the Space Rebels, win the war by stealing the Gundam at the start of the show.
Okay.
Fast forward to the current timeline, and people are literally in poverty in space. And they're now holding illegal Gundam fights to make ends meet.
Okay.
And the space police are trying to crack down on it. Unsuccessfully, mind you, but they're trying.
Yay, wealth inequality.
We follow one of these pilots she starts forming a bond, and she starts seeing like when she bonds with her Gundam, like Gundams have a mechanism in them that connects to your brain, so you can pilot them better. But she starts describing like sparkles, and so she starts meeting other pilots who see the sparkles too. And they talk about seeing people from beyond, whatever that means. Turns out, the entire universe that G-Clux takes place in was fabricated by one of the characters from the mainline show after she got traumatized watching her beloved die in combat. So she fabricated a whole universe to make a reality where he survives the war.
Hey, that sounds like the plot of Infinity Train.
Yeah, and so the finale is these characters, who barely know this character, by the way, fighting each other to dictate whether the universe should continue on, to keep her alive, to kill her, to reset the universe back to the way it's supposed to be, or to send her back to her own timeline so both timelines can exist, but with a dimensional fracture.
It sounds like there's only one option here.
Yeah, no one knew that was an option until the literal final few minutes, though.
Okay.
All in the context of a space opera. What a wild show. It was great. Maybe.
It's crazy.
Definitely directed by Hideaki Anno, and that's why I watch his stuff, because he's insane and I love him. Alright, I should probably start the stream.
Me when Majima. He's insane and I love him.
We love our unstable boys.
Yo, triple super credits.
And start. Okay. Day 7.
You're just now getting started? Casey, it's been 2 hours.
Look, I scheduled these for 6 p.m.
Okay,
I'm gonna stick to that schedule.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I wish I didn't schedule them that late, but overtime at work has been inconsistent.
That's what matters.
Okay.
I just streamed.
Like I thought you were starting like when you got in the call. Like that was what I was like worried about you for.
Oh no. Okay. I think first I should probably make sure everything's actually running. Okay, everything's running. Cool, we can close those tabs. Okay, yeah, I did say we're working on the ship customization, so there's a couple ways I'm gonna do that. First off, we need a interface for the user to be able to do that, and I'm going to be cheap about it. I need to look at the models for our ships here. We're going to take a top-down photo, and then we're going to use that for our widgets.
There goes Aya.
Okay.
Aya.
If I screenshot this. Oh, this is gonna be tough. We'll do it like that. So we now have our screenshot for the small boat.
How small of a boat?
Small enough to be manned by a minimum of 2 people.
Nice. Pirate's boat.
Pretty much.
A pirate's boat for me.
Oh man, doing the freaking... I forget that when you do screenshots, you get a notification for it. Notifications are so annoying.
It's concrete, baby.
Yes, but
That's a game I want to play. Is Dark Knights Infield.
I wish I could play it, genuinely.
is it not?
I like huge Like a
Steam-
Tower different themes, but
Is it not?
it's just not. No, it's just not good.
The original Arc Knights, you mean, yeah?
Yeah.
Because Enfield's a different game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Infield's different. It's
Open world hack and slash.
Yeah.
Zenless Zone Zero meets I want to say base builder. I don't know if that's what I want to say though. Did I take a screenshot of this, or did I? I did not. Okay, I'm glad I checked before I just assumed I did.
Also, Uma Musume.
Also, Uma Musume. Okay, we need to open up Krita now.
And you lost me.
Horse racing.
No, yeah. I just meant for the.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure Zach's well aware what Uma Musume is.
I watch enough people who played horse game.
Darn it, John. We lost an audience member for our potential future streams.
Hey,
That's for horses.
yep.
I'll be completely honest with you, Casey. If I'm watching your stream, it's because I'm watching you, not because I care about what you're doing. Because, like, I don't watch streams. It's really unfortunate.
There's a joke.
But I do
It's like
I do try to watch your guys' stream a little bit. Just to support you guys.
Appreciate it.
there's a joke, and it's like tell him what you told me. He's like, yeah, I watch live streamers. Oh, you like watch the clips and stuff? No, I like watch them live.
God, that's it's ah.
Zach, can you look at? Oh no, you can't. I was gonna
Look
ask
at what?
Look at the stream. Because I was gonna show you the Touhou design in this game. I think it's really cute.
I would have to get out of the Discord call. If you could stream it on Discord, I'd love to look.
Yeah.
Set that down.
Let me know what you're watching.
Oh, very cute.
Oh shit.
They're all really cute. Like,
Bear with me, Jeff. Wrong buttons. For some reason, the Discord overlay was operating on Krita.
there's your local gnome.
with a treasure from your garden in her hand.
Yep.
Wait, go back one.
This one?
No, the red one in your party.
This one.
This one. This one's new.
Actually,
Acacia lapis lazuli.
Hecatea. Lapis lazuli.
Oh my god.
She's from hell. Literally.
Goddess of hell.
Goddess of hell.
I keep forgetting the controls in Krita versus Blender, and I get them confused, and it just causes
That's
pain.
fascinating. She looks really cool, actually.
And then there's Chin, Junko, Dorime.
Dorame's new. Santa hat.
That's a nightcap.
Yeah, That's what I said.
You said Santa head.
That's the same thing.
Alice Chen and all the people in my party. And then these are people I got a free.
Fascinating. Good art.
Oh,
Yo, Moku.
Yep, Mogu. Where is she? There she is. Existentialism.
Hands in her pocket.
I do have existentialism on the stream.
Very good. Very important.
It is very important. People should know.
Can I get away with 225% and then 225%?
Alright, who am I going to fight? Am I actually going to fight her right now?
And then my colors are set correctly.
Rabbit and Steel hoodies, dude.
Ooh. I like
They're
that. Brett.
official.
I am going to fight her.
Oh, that reminds me. The Crosscode t-shirts are only on sale for another 6 more days. Crap, dude. How am I going to get $30 in the next 6 days?
You could sell your car. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I could sell the place that I live. Cosmetic trinkets, dude. That's cool.
Negative degrees.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna lose this fight. I have no idea how the hell I'm supposed to fight her. I think I just need
With sheer willpower.
I mean, it's like I think I just need to go through and grind and just upgrade all my equipment
Oh shoot, that's too big, isn't it?
because my stats are just too low.
Grinding time.
245%, maybe? Okay, yeah. Wow, that screenshot is really cutting it tight.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Okay,
I,
let me lose this fight. I'm gonna go grab my food. I have leftover.
what kind of food you got prepared? Chinese?
Leftover Chinese.
Oh, leftover Chinese. Do me a favor.
No.
Okay, you did it. Thank you. I have a BGM running in the background, and in my ears, it's pretty loud, but you're still louder than it somehow, so that's interesting.
Alright, I'll be right back.
At least according to OBS. Okay, we're almost done with the boat UI, so we can start working on the actual mechanics of ship customization in a moment here. Oh my god, it took me 7 days to get to this part of the project, even though that's like the whole pitch. Cruiser. Okay, we can close Krita. We can get back into Unreal and start working on this UI here. So let's create a new folder for this and just call it 2D. We'll give it a unique color. Let's give it the color yellow, because UI is pain.
My favorite
If I go to
color
my
is
folder.
Blurple.
Purple.
Blurple.
Oh, some days I wish I wore my glasses at my computer. Okay, now we can just save all of that, and we can start working on UI. Okay, this is gonna be extremely painful. I gotta really think through how we're gonna do this. Okay, let's start small. We'll call this... Let's just make a separate screen for each one, because we're gonna need to eyeball the coordinates, and that's gonna be hell. P2 Cruiser customization. Not Cruiser, what? PT boat. Okay, we're gonna need an image. We're going to make this 1920 by 1080. We're gonna center it. Am I blind? Where's the option to set the image? Oh, right. There it is. There we go. Okay. How do I want to do this? We definitely don't want... Actually, let's look at the model while we do this, because I don't want to make guesses based on my current memory skills. Okay. I think the only place we don't want guns on is going to be this tower here, so we need to make sure that's barred. So let's get a button.
That's how I'm supposed to
And
operate.
we'll just temporarily have that button in position for us, so we know that's the one place we don't want customization. So 250 down here, and then we'll just eyeball it from here. Okay. So. God, I'm not ready for this.
Your turn.
Welcome back.
Hello.
We don't want this button to be... Okay, so first of all, we're gonna need a widget that shows our available arsenal. So maybe having that at the top should be our first starting branch. So let's type in a vertical. And then in that vertical box, we'll start with a... Excuse me. We'll start with a horizontal box. God, I hope I'm thinking this through correctly. A vertical box to a horizontal box. The horizontal box will feature... I did this backwards. I'm pretty sure I did this backwards. We want to start with the horizontal box because we want to have multiple rows of the weapon and the weapon name. So we'll start with text. Actually, we need the vertical box. I literally just said that. And we're gonna need screenshots of the turrets now. I might need to do it from the blueprints. Weapons. So we got our single turret here. Can we do that? Nope. Okay. How do I want to do this?
Yes, here
I'm
we
gonna
go.
try and turn down the music a little more.
Right here. Oh no, mixed nuts.
That's so unfortunate.
Look.
Casey, you remember the gun I was telling you about, Quick Step from Div 2?
Yeah.
It's only available during the Halloween event.
Oh, seriously?
At least it was only available during the Halloween event for last year.
For last year. Ouch.
We'll see if it's still going to be there next year, because it doesn't say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this one. This looks right.
Active only when pistol is unholstered. Fantastic. Still cool.
Fantastic.
Let's take a screenshot of this. God, I hate that Windows sound when you take a screenshot and it notifies you about it. It's like, I know I took the screenshot. Don't tell me.
Oh, no, stop yelling at me. Yeah, it's... I'm pretty sure it was right here.
Let's show grid. Oh, I just realized that angle I took is not going to work. I'm going to have to retake that single barrel cannon screenshot. That makes me immensely annoyed with myself. Screenshot this. Go back to the single barrel turrets. Hide the grid. Then finally, we need the torpedo.
I probably shouldn't have had her. Pretty close to good.
I'm kind of partially hoping that I just somehow have time to add more weapons, because the more I realize I only have 3 weapons in the game, and one of them doesn't really make sense for ship customization, the more I'm just kind of annoyed.
Oh, Casey.
I'm just a very impatient man when it comes to myself, among other things.
He said among...
Among Us?
He's sus!
I saw him venting!
Casey was venting!
That needs to be bigger. I'm pretty sure that needs to be bigger. No, this canvas is too big. I don't need a 1920 by 1080p canvas. This is a icon. Let's go 720 by 720. That might still be too big, but just slide that in frame. You know what? I like that, actually. It's kind of nice.
I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go.
Bye,
Alright, have a good night.
Have fun. Good luck on your stream.
Thank you.
Casey, I hope you can finish. I believe in you. Don't work yourself to death.
I will do my best not to.
Ooh, I got Determination Polycrystal. 10 more of those, I'm gonna do a gotcha roll.
Gotcha.
Gotcha! I lost the Aya. That's okay.
PNG.
I will stop.
Single barrel cannon. One more. That's one moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't one more Uno Mas?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
When I know more Spanish than Japanese. Here.
Just remember the Hatsune Miku song, Rolling Girl, you know, Mo Ikai. Mo Ikai means one more.
I don't think I've listened to that.
It's a fun song. I found it through a really depressing Kamen Rider video though, so you know. Discoverability. Okay, let's get these turret icons in here. There we go. Save everything. Okay, so now we need another image. And we'll throw it underneath that text like that. And that will be our icon for the single barrel can. If I can spell single right. And then we can just shrink this down to... Can we shrink the image size? I don't think that's how that works. Oh, okay, we can. We can do that. Maybe 240 by 240. Yeah, that looks a little more manageable. Single barrel cannon. Oh god. No! Why? It just stretched the image for no reason. Can I crop this in engine? Can I just do that? Probably not, evidently. Ah. I need to shrink this further. How about 140 by 250? Oh god, no! Okay, that's a little more manageable. Just center that text. Add our formatting. And then let's resize this back to some normal proportions. Or not. You know, we can just... It's fine. No, it's not.
Oh, I'm crafting. Whoops.
It might be better to make this a separate widget and just... Is there a way to add an image to the scene from the blueprint? Okay, we need to kind of try to lock in a little bit. Here's what we'll do. Go to our player blueprint. Surely we can find local coordinates through here if I just add an empty scene component, right? Okay. If I do input left mouse, nope. Left mouse. What is your problem?
I'm a right mouse.
Okay, it doesn't let me do input action events in the widget. There's a way to do this. I literally had an idea on how to do this, and now I'm freaking stun locked. We need to be able to click this as a button, and then do a second click on the map of the ship to set a local transform for where this boat needs to go. I think that's going to actually require me looking at... Here we go. So we need it to cast that information to the transforms array depending on the weapon type that we have clicked. So I think what we can maybe do is... Can the image be used as an on-click event? No, it needs to be a button. Okay, let's get a button then. Set it in between. Can we set the image on it? Yes, we can. And now the button is as big as the image. So if we were to go to the main menu level and not menu mode, menu character, and switch this to PT_ boat customization. This clicks. That's good. Okay, now that we know that that clicks, let's add an on-click event. Can make sure the image is not going to block our click abilities. Single cannon. So unclicked. Let's add a variable. We'll call it cannon option. Integer. Shoot. I shouldn't have ideas right this second, but wouldn't it be really cool if... Wouldn't it be cool if every time you kill an enemy, there's a chance that they drop a weapon and you have a quantity of weapons that you pull from that you can use for customization, so that way you don't start with 100 guns on level 1. I hate myself. Let's drop weapons.
Have fun.
Limit
You could have fun.
available. Limit available weapons at ship customization. I hate myself. I don't... This is scope creep. This is scope creep, the stream. Okay. Let's just get started on this. So we need a way to display how many of these cannons the player has available to them. So we can actually just copy paste the text. Change the name of that text to be cannon counts. We'll replace it with a number. Let's pretend it's 5, just so we get an idea of how big that's going to look. Cool. Now that we know how big that's going to look, we can bind this text to a function. Get cannon counts. We're going to need to create an additional variable and call it single barrel cannon counts. And then do we have an enumeration for the available cannons? We do not. We should do that real quick.
I upgraded so
Enumeration.
many equipment that I got another achievement bonus.
Nice. Single... Actually, let's make it none first, so that way if the player's not holding any cannons, they're not adding anything. Single barrel cannons. Triple barrel cannons. And then finally, torpedoes. Save that. Now that we have an enumeration, get single barrel cannons count. Do that. Actually, let's make this look a little bit nicer than what I released on Cafe des Armes. What we can do here is actually something I learned while working on another thing. We can get an append string node here, then plug it into the text, and then we can go count, and then add the number here. So that way, we know what that number is for. It's not an initial mystery. Sample that. There we go. Cool. Now we just gotta do the same thing 2 more times. So we can duplicate this. Change this to triple. Spelled triple wrong. Triple barrel cannons. Create another binding event. Get triple counts. And then we can literally just copy most of this over here, like so. And the only change is going to be making a new variable called triple barrel cannon counts and plugging that right in. And then we just need to replace this image with the triple barrel cannon count, or cannon count, cannons. What image would be 140 by 240, 140 by 240. There we go. Now those buttons are about the same size, even if the triple barrel cannons now look kinda stretched out for no reason. Let me drink some water. Oh my god. I forgot to set my playlist to loop. Probably should have done that. Okay. So, cannon option, we want to set that to be 1 when we click the single barrel cannons, and 2 when we click on the triple barrel cannons. We'll also rename the button so we don't get confused later. We need to do this one last time for the torpedoes. Oh, God. Why are you like this?
Because I am.
Back up to the top left. What can I do to make this work better? Can I add some padding on the right, maybe? Nope. Close enough. Oh, you can't be serious. Oh, because I'm padding the image and not the button. Okay. There we go, that actually looks a lot better. It doesn't look exactly even, but I'm gonna try and not lose sleep over it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and not lose sleep over it. Torpedo. 3 by 245. Oh boy, that's how we're gonna do this, huh? Okay. That's extremely unfortunate. Well, I guess it's just gonna have to look that way, isn't it?
Oh, so you can get one. Cool.
Okay, we're just gonna leave that. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It doesn't hurt me, and it can't hurt me. Okay, let's get that torpedo button. asymmetry in your widgets aren't real. They can't hurt you. The asymmetry in my widgets. Okay, so now these buttons will set what cannon option is available. Is there an on flick event I can use? It might have to be done in the main menu character. How would I do that, though? How about just left mouse button. And then we'll do a... Is there like a way I can do a branch on, is it a button that's being clicked? That's something I can do. Form, pointer event. No. There's a way to do this. I'm just not seeing it yet. Checkbox image.
Do I not have Pachi? Oh, yeah, Pachi's not equipped anything.
Visible is enabled.
Hold the back.
Transform, volatile, clipping, navigation, localization. On mouse button down. Create binding. Oh, this could be something. Okay, mouse event? No. Get screen space position. Okay. Print string. This could be something. This could be huge. No, why? Event reply structure. Okay, what if I... Oh, it doesn't plug into any of this? What does it plug into? Call function on mouse buttons and utilities, array, for loop. It can call for loop? Can I just not do this?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, you can't be serious. Mouse position. No. No. Jeez. Okay, that's what I did wrong. I accidentally deleted the wrong thing. So if we do this now, get rid of this. Now what are you saying? UMG on mouse button down on widget this unknown. If I just copy paste this, will it change anything? Oh shoot, not compatible with string.
Nice. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so this is clearly something I don't know enough about to do right. So we're just gonna try something else. Oh my god.
I'm gonna try to keep going. Let's see. Marissa. Let's see how well this stand-up does.
Maybe this? Get.
I'll throw this here now. What's Cheer
Dang.
good at? All-rounder? Okay, so Momoji Hime.
Get mouse position on viewport. Break vector 2D. Cast to... Hold on. Cast to... Just do this for a second, just so I can see if this idea is dumb or not. Because I think it is, but I want to make sure. We'll just make a custom event real quick. Custom event. Pause. And we will accept inputs in the form of X float and Y float. Get those floats set up, and then we're going to print string. Get an append string. Nope. Append string. Add 2 pins. X is that. Y is that. Bounce it. Oh, right, I gotta call that event. Pulse. Okay, so the next issue is that this is not going to translate very nicely to local positions on the actual boats. Which is kind of the whole point. Okay, let's try something extremely silly, okay? We're gonna go ahead with this idea and just set these as the coordinates for the boats. And we'll see, well, we know that's not gonna work because 0, 0 for the boats is here on the crossroads. And that's not 0, 0. So, unless there's a way to get the center of an image, get render transform? No. No. What am I doing? Do I maybe just need to put like an overlay of my own coordinates on top of this just to make it make sense? Am I crazy? See the X coordinates on here. That doesn't make sense. That's what I'm... Ah.
Oh, God. Yeah, leaf dungeon. That's a wild.
So right here is 015550. I wonder if we set up what 0 is and translate that. Hold on, I might be onto something. I might also be insane, but I'm sure it's fine. Yes, I am insane, because if I use the raw X and Y coordinates from the mouse position on the screen to dictate where 0 is on the map, it's only going to work for one resolution, which would be, in my case, 1920 by 1080p. And I need it to work for all resolutions, because I allowed the user to customize what resolution the game runs at. Ah. Try something else. Just dive into here, add a raw image file in here. Set it to be centered 1920 by 1080. And instead of fill screen, desired on screen. And set the image to be the PT boat. What is that? Is it T people? Yes, it is. Because I'm consistent in my spelling. And always will be. Okay. I could do the really dumb thing and just add buttons everywhere. I don't want to do that though, because that takes a lot of setup then. There's got to be a better way that I'm just not thinking about because I'm not experienced enough in Unreal Engine 4's widget system. Maybe if we check all these panels, we can find something. It's overlay. Allows widgets to be stacked on top of each other. Uses simple flow layout for content on each layer. Not really what we need. Uniform grid panel, a panel that evenly divides up available space between all of its children. Ooh. How do you work? Spacer, throbber, special effects, background blur, synth, and advanced. A widget for selecting a single key or a single key with a modifier. That's not sound like what we need. Okay, so let's throw a button on this uniform grid panel. What does it do? It does that. Okay, throw another button. What does it do? Did it just put the buttons on top of each other? Let's just call this grid button. And if we try to move this grid button, it doesn't let us. Okay. So if we maybe shrink this down to fit the boat size, what does that do? Let's say we do it like this. Shrink it down like this. The buttons are on top of each other, so I'm kind of curious as to why it says it aligns it uniformly. Slot padding. Here we go. That might be what we're looking for. Turns out that is not what we're looking for. Left to right. Uniform grid panel. Okay, this is not helping us. This is actually just eating up our time, and it's annoying. Okay, I'm going to use the internet as a resource. We're gonna find out if people have figured this out. Like, I should probably specify Unreal Engine. Widget mouse coordinates. I don't know if that's what I'm trying to find. Yeah, I'm not being detailed enough in what I'm looking for, apparently. Okay. If I get the mouse coordinates, can I normalize it to the resolution? Canvas, material, scale, and position. Target is rendered to texture function library. I don't know if that's what I need. I don't know. We might need to do this in the menu character. That might be why I'm getting confused. Set canvas, scale, material, and position. No, that's not what I need. Still not what I need. Okay, instead of using a 2D image, right? What if... I don't even know if this is possible, but can we just bring an object into a widget? Or... Hold on. I might have something. Instead of using a 2D image, just put the widget on top, right? So get rid of this image. We don't need it. Where do we reference that image? Nowhere. We don't need it. Okay. Get rid of this graph. Well, don't get rid of it. We need it, but hold on to that for a second. Okay. What we need to do is create a boat actor that's not the player. I think we can do that with just the regular boat actor, but I could be wrong. So if we do this, for example, right? Play the menu level as is. I think this is on because the player boat by default on event begin play generates the widget, right? Yes. Okay. So we don't want to do that. What we want to do is duplicate this and set it as boat customization actor. Okay. And here we get rid of everything. Except maybe load player arsenal and set player boat. That we keep the same. We don't need input action pause because we're going to be in a menu. We can just set that up ourselves. Change this to be BT boat customization, and we'll need to rename that because we don't need to worry about that anymore. Load save, that can all stay the same. Yes, okay. Okay. We should make sure we don't have any controls that don't need to be here. Like, we don't need movement input. We don't need the shoot ability. We don't need gamepad input. We don't need mouse input. We don't need zoom. We don't need weapon switching. And we don't need start wave. Right, that's still the wrong actor. Cool. Now what we need to do... I gotta think for just a second. Make sure I'm doing this correctly. Let's... Here. First of all, I think I want to do this in a new document, actually, just to kind of explain my thought process. Go to text document. So right now, our flow is from main menu. You press the start game button. And then you choose, new or load. And then from there, I don't know, this. The game just starts, right? What we want to do is add a step in between these three menus and do ship customization. And step 1 will be pick your ship. Step 2 will be pick your guns. And then start game. No, I don't want to save this. This is the flow we need to target. So I actually need to make a general ship customization menu with these three aspects in them. With that done, we can get going. Oh, hey, Ewan. Sorry, I had the chat down for a second. I feel like you are both over and underthinking this.
Yes.
Definitely. Definitely. But I might be onto something, so bear with me while I track down where this train of thought is likely going. Where's the camera on here? It's way over there. Oh, you know what? It's way over there because of the... Yeah. Okay. So in theory, if we... How's it going? Otherwise, like... Okay, it's a mixed bag, if I'm being honest. Because yesterday we put together a bunch of our menus and whatnot, because boat movement has been nailed, shooting mechanics have been nailed, the save load system has been nailed, and that's it. We don't have actual combat yet, the AI is not figured out yet. The boat customization, which is something that was the whole reason to do this project, is not done yet. I'm working on that right now. But hopefully, with this idea, I'm going to attempt to follow through on. We can get somewhere. So, boat customization actor. I just want to possess that to see. Oh, I didn't change anything about what I was about to do. I need to set this to 90 degrees. And I cannot. Why? Maybe it does work and I'm just not realizing it. Nope, it's... Okay. Set this back to normal. Maybe the follow camera needs to change? Or is it because it's attached to the mesh? That might be why. I need to separate the camera bin. Maybe. Probably not. But we can try it. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, what if we just turn the follow camera 90 degrees? Just to test. I mean, that's not nothing. If we just throw this up like that, what does that do? Okay. If we do this, what does that do? Okay, and then if I were to say, I need to open up the save to do this. Boat choice. Let's set that to 2 and see what that does to our camera. Yes. The floor here is made out of floor.
But the floor was made out of floor.
So the follow camera is currently here. There is a way to preview what the camera sees. That's not what I wanted at all. Maybe it's one of my window options. Some browser developer tools. No. Okay, that's fine. We will just eyeball this. Okay, I see what's going on. The camera position is actually resetting based on the camera boom, and that's not what I want at all. Okay. Do collision test these countries. That's my issue, I think. Yep, that was the issue the whole time. So now... Okay, that's progress. We need to adjust the arm length, though. So I believe the camera arm length is controlled somewhere around here. Boat choice, pick boat. Okay, so the pick boat function is over here. And the camera arm length is dictated by the choice of boat. So you saw with the cruiser, the camera's really far away, but if we switch it over to, say, the TP boat, you can see the camera's a little bit closer. So that's what we need to fix next. Let's start with the PT camera. The camera needs to be a lot closer so the player can actually click on where they want to place their turrets in relation to the boat size itself. So let's lower that to 200 just as a test. Ooh! Ah. Damn. I mean, it's definitely better. So let's try 300. Okay, this works. The player will be able to click anywhere on the boat that they want to place the stuff. The next thing we want to do is rotate the camera about 90 degrees. That way they get a long form view of the boat, just like that. Which means we can bring the camera in closer, so maybe start with like 250. Okay, that's kind of getting closer. Let's do this. Right now the cannons are spawning in when we're testing this stuff, and I need them to not for just a moment until I can get my bearings on this stuff. We can also get rid of this, because we're actually spawning in a boat every time. Directional light. I'd like it to just face straight down. So if I do 0, 0, 0, 90, 180. Okay, negative 90. What does that look like? Okay, that's good. Okay, so we need to get rid of... We don't need this button. And we need to adjust this menu. One thing at a time, though. So that's how close the camera will be when we're doing ship customization for the TP boat. So now we need to change this to the battleship. We can see that's pretty far away, so we just need to go back in here. Battleship's at 2,000. Let's drop that down to 1,000. See what that feels like. Please don't crash. Thank you.
No.
Okay, that's still pretty far.
You can't stop me. Here I go.
You're right. I can't stop. Okay. The cruiser one is probably going to be the hardest one now. Yeah, that's really far away. Let's drop it down to 1k. How about 900? Okay, that'll work. Here's the next challenge. What I want to be able to do is when you click these buttons, right now it sets an invisible value, and the value is the cannon that you picked up. And I want it to be where when you click, it'll get your mouse position in relation to the world and place the cannon there. And when you exit ship customization, it'll get the location. Pause, rewind, play. It'll get the transform for all the cannons that you placed and save that into an array, so that way when you load into the mission, it loads with all the guns placed where you put them. Luckily, I learned how to do that via a project at work. So while that is still going to be a challenge of some sort, it's not going to be nearly as difficult as I would be afraid of. So first of all, we need to set up our input action. So input action, not input action. Left, mouse button. Cool. Then we just need to get mouse position on viewport. We need to deproject screen to world. World direction times float. We'll put it at, I don't know, 2,500. That's 25,000. 2,500. World position, world direction. And we want to make transform. It'll be vector plus vector. And we plug it in there. So what's going to happen here is when we click our left mouse button, the game is going to ask where on the screen are you when you click that mouse button. And then it's going to take that information and try to find its location in the world based on that information. So first it's going to send a line trace out, 2,500 units. And then it's going to get your mouse position from the screen to wherever this line trace ends, add that together to come up with where in the world you clicked. And then once that's done, we will save this transform to an array, which we need to create. So let's create a single barrel transforms array. Make that a transform, make that an array. And then we need to duplicate this 2 more times. Once so we can get the triple barrel transforms array. And 1 more time so we can get the torpedoes transforms array. Cool. So once you click once, it's going to, first off, switch on. I forgot what I named the enum. Boat choice? Nope. I need to look it up again. I have it right here. Available cannons. Cannons. Yeah, they're weapons. Switch on available cannons. Get the select node for that one. So what we're going to need to do to make this work is we don't need this widget anymore. We can get rid of it. Boat. Goodbye. We don't need you. So when we do this, we're going to set our options like that, and we're going to cast to boat customization actor and get player character. Cannon choice. which is going to be an integer. Gonna throw that right there. Excuse you. Oh, it's an array. I need it to be just an integer. That's a lot of errors. Unreal. Stop it. That hurts my eyes. There we go. Okay.
Oops, I didn't mean to
So,
close that.
1, 2, 3, because if it's 0, nothing happens. And so we'll keep it that way. If the player clicks their mouse button and it's option 0, nothing will happen. But if the option is correct, we will spawn actor from class, set the transform like that, single barrel cannon, and then from there, set array, make array, and we're going to add like that. I think this should automatically add more to it every time a new one is added, but we will find out soon enough. I probably should add something to make sure that the, the player can't spawn things on outside of the bounds of the boat, but we'll find a way to do that in a moment. Actually, we can do that right now, probably, maybe. Maybe if I... Here. Drag this over here. Move all this back. What we're going to do is, it's already doing a line trace. We might as well make a line trace that we can actually pull data from. So we'll do a line trace by channel. With the starting position being from the mouse position and the ending position being from the raycast. Get a branch going. No, we don't want a branch. Or we don't want to use a branch to see if it hit literally anything. We want a branch to see if it hit something specific. Then we'll just clean up these lines a little bit. So we want to break the hit result. And we just want to see getting messy really fast. We just want to see if the hit actor is equal to self. If true, then we'll place the cannons. And if false, it will do nothing. And just to test that this is working, we'll add a print string here. And then we don't need to add a print string on if it's true, because if we choose the single barrel cannons and we can spawn it, it will spawn. Let's test it. There's an error in the menu character. Okay, where is it? Oh, this doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. And it does not appear to be working. Oh, it says hello, so it's failing. Okay, why are you failing? Oh, because I didn't actually set it in the character, right? Set cannon choice? Yes. Okay, now we can actually test this. I'm seeing error messages up here. That's not good. Is it because the raycast is not long enough? We can check that. Hold on. Just go over here. And do for duration. Yeah, I think the raycast is not long enough. So what if we do by 25,000, like I accidentally did earlier? Still not hitting anything. Maybe instead of, hey, hit this actor, what if we do, hey, hit this mesh? Nope, that's still not working. Can we just do, did you hit an actor? No. Oh, you know what we can do, maybe. Equal get player character. Are we hitting the canvas? Is that what's going on? Are we hitting the canvas? Is the canvas hit testable? Not hit testable. Why is this not working then? Okay, let's try a different approach. What if, instead of a line trace by channel, we do a capsule trace by channel? We'll set the radius to 50. Can you have it print the name of what it hit? Yeah, we actually can do that. Hold on. Here, hit actor, do that. Make sure we make this visible. It's hitting cube. That's concerning because cube is the world. So it's not even hitting our player. And also the raycast is not visible for some reason.
I'm going to call it early tonight. Thank you for tuning into the stream. I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. And I will see you next time.